Hello, people. Welcome back to Pink Ivy Media. It's Pink Ivy Media on the line again. I welcome you and I want to appreciate all of you a great deal for clicking on my subscription channel all the time. You guys are doing well. Thank you and thank you very much. Um, Still on the Royals, we bring you good gist from the Royals. Today's spicy gist that we have brought to you. Ooni of Ife Palace scattered. Ile Ife scattered. The palace is actually in chaos at this time. There is a lot of pandemonium going on in the palace. Reasons to all of this is the fact that we actually said the other time that the palace, a part of the building in the palace was burnt down completely. It was brought down completely with fire. And what happened that this building got burnt in this manner was the fact that somebody in the palace did it. And there has been a lot of research. You know that they said there is nothing that is hidden under the sun. There are some places that you have to do some certain things and there is no one that will find out about it. You will go scot-free with that act easily. But there are also some places in which you cannot do some certain thing and go scot-free. They will have to get to you by hook or by crook. Any means they will use and they will get to you. They will get to know who did that. That is exactly what happened in this palace, because as the palace is, there is a lot of securities, and anything that happened, they must have to find the source where that generated from. They will know. And that was what happened when the building got burnt, and they made some investigation, and it was allegedly said that a guard came to confess and confirm that because before now some persons were pointing fingers at Mariam, Ashley and some of the Oloris in the palace, that it is one of them that has done this because Ooni of Ife actually bought a mansion in which he wanted to put these Oloris in that mansion for the sake of Olori Naomi, who was preparing to come back to the palace. So, like I was saying, the guard confirms that Olori Mariam gave them gallons sometime when they were going to get a diesel for the generator in the palace. So he gave them like 3 weeks ago a gallon to bring a diesel to her, and guards in question did so because they do not disobey their queen in the palace. Most of the things they ask them to do, they do it rightly. And so that was how they get to know that it is Olori Mariam who was involved in this act, who made this house to go burnt. And I kept wondering, this Olori Mariam, her own has become too much. She doesn't even think before she do some certain things. This alleged story that we brought to you today, it baffles me, because how will someone burn down a complete house that some persons have used their hard-earned money to have built to that point, just because she does not want to go to the new mansion that they have bought? And if she does not want to go to the mansion, I am not sure anybody is going to force her to do that. So must she bring down this this part of the palace house before they will stop her from going to that place? So, as the gist kept going, they first said that the causes of the part of the building that was burnt was caused by a power surge. But actually, that is not the truth. The truth now came out that it was Olori Mariam that has connived with a particular guard with a diesel to bring down the place. And so after they have done all this, Ooni of Ife, he was dismayed. He was surprised that among all the things that Mariam could do, he could go this far. He was so surprised about all of that, because they were wondering how those because they said actually they found a gallon. That was where they began to investigate who could have brought the gallon to that building. They found a gallon at that place that has a little of the diesel in it, and that was how they were able to know that it was this diesel that got this house to be burnt. So, as they were saying it, the Ooni of Ife was so surprised. He was so surprised at the act that this Olori Mariam has done, because, and they were also saying that in the palace there has a power generating plant in the palace that supplies all that supplies power to the entire palace. And because the palace itself is a very mighty place, is a very big place, so this plan that they did that supplies this power is a mighty one. And whenever the NEPA fails to bring light, it is this power plant, this power generating plant that supplies the light to the entire palace. And so there is no any means that anyone has to get diesel for any use of anything in the palace, because nobody has a different generator other than the only one generator that supplies all the power in the building. So that is what has happened for some weeks now, and we have brought to you the gist that is ongoing. Thank you very much. Try to click on our subscription channel. Thank you.